past week as I was driving through a couple of the houses we picked up out here in New Jersey, and I had a couple of people hit me up, text, phone calls, DM, PM, the whole 9 yards, and they were asking, some of them were realtors, and they said, why would somebody want to sell you their property for 70 grand or 90 grand or $140,000? And I had a few other people that hit me and said, you know, why would somebody want to sell you the property, period, when they can just list it with a realtor? Both very good questions. So let me go through the benefits of selling a property to Easy Sell Property Solutions and what separates us and who we're a good fit for and also who we're not a good fit for. So the majority of the properties that we're picking up, we're going in and we're solving some sort of a problem or we're filling a need that the sellers have. So in one instance, we bought a property in East Brunswick, and it was an estate sale, brother and sister, two extremely educated individuals. They knew market value, they knew the condition of the home, and they also knew that it was filled with approximately 80 to 100 yards worth of stuff from over the years of their family accumulating stuff. So that particular couple, the brother and sister, their desire was hassle-free. They didn't want to go in and fix any of the items inside the house that needed to be fixed up for somebody to get a mortgage. They didn't want to be responsible for cleaning out the property, even though they did take out the personal effects that had some value to them. They didn't want to be bothered because they realized it took them 2 months to go through this home. And it wasn't a hoarder home. It was just filled with 70 years of stuff. And so when they approached us about selling, their number one concern, they wanted it turnkey. They didn't want people running through the house and going through their family's memories. And they wanted to sell it to somebody who they knew was going to make it easy for them. And so we came up with a price that they actually came up with the price. We met them at their number. And for that property, we met their needs, hassle-free. Turnkey, hassle-free, hands-off, no worrying about us getting approved for a mortgage, no worrying about the house passing inspections. And so that was deal number one. Deal number two, we picked up a property for $70,000, and it's in an area that the home could easily trade for, on the low end, $375, and on the higher end, $550, depending on how you redo the property. Now, why would that seller sell us the house for $70,000? Well, simple. The house was literally like London fucking Bridge. It was falling down. The house imploded into itself, and it was not mortgageable. Nobody in their right mind would be ever able to get even a 203K loan to do that property. It just had a ton of problems with the home. Now, on top of that, it also had an in-ground oil tank that had sprung a leak, so there was DEC issues that needed to get cleaned up. There were issues with violations, and the list just went on and on. So with that particular seller, they sold to us for, again, hassle-free, and because they didn't want to deal with any of the issues with the city, with the state, with the oil, or in anything. So again, we filled a need. We were able to come in and give them a number that was a win for them and a win for us. And if they were to try to sell this on the open market, it just would have been a hassle for them. And so again, we filled a need. It all comes down to filling needs and servicing the seller and giving them what they're looking for on their terms. And if you can do that and they're happy with the price, it's a win for them and a win for us at Easy Sell Property Solutions. You make the deal happen. If it's a win for one and not the other, there is no deal. And so all these properties, the commonality that they had was that they had the properties had problems, and or the sellers just wanted a hassle-free transaction. And so when we come in and we serve the needs of those sellers and we're able to meet them at the number they're looking for and pay all their closing costs and take care of cleaning out the house at our expense and helping them move into a new property, move their stuff into a new property, and help them go through the probate process and pay for it. All these different layers and add-ons that we do to service the sellers. Most, I shouldn't say all, but most traditional real estate companies aren't going to be able to fulfill that need. And the biggest ones on top of that is we're not doing home inspections to tell them what they need to fix. We always inspect our homes, but it's not contingent upon the home passing inspection. We already know what we're buying. We're buying a piece of crap. We're buying problem properties. We just need to have the homes inspected to figure out exactly what our costs are going to be to ensure that we're buying it at the right number. But look, if you're in the market to sell your property and you're wondering, should we call Easy Sell Property Solutions to make a bid on the property? I can tell you this. If your house is in mint condition, if you have zero issues with your property, if you don't mind people going through the home, if you don't mind people having to get a mortgage, by all means, we're not going to be a good fit for you. But if you want a hassle-free transaction, if you want somebody to come in that's going to give you all cash, pay all your costs, your closing costs, buy the property in its as-is condition, assist you with multiple things, whether it's getting an attorney for the estate or the probate, helping you move into a new home, giving you a cash advance up to $10,000 at 0% interest. There's so many different solutions that we offer. There's no one size fits all. If you have a property that you're looking to sell and you want to get a fair, and that's important, it's a fair cash offer, then by all means, go to our website, easysell411.com. Let us make you a cash offer. And look, it's a simple process. If we could meet your needs, and it's a win for you and a win for us, we make it happen. And if we can't meet your needs, we simply part as friends. It's that simple. So I hope this clears up a couple of questions that Michael had, and Cheryl had, and I think the other lady's name was Eleanor or Ellen. And then there was a Margaret that was a realtor. And Margaret, no offense, listen, I love realtors. I love doing business with realtors. And it's not that we're doing anything to hurt the realtors in their business. We're just able to offer an alternative to buying these properties at a time and place where the sellers could get the most for their property, but not have to go through all the hassles of doing it traditionally. So I hope this helps, guys. I'll see you in the next video.